Everybody, are we live? Radio check, radio check. Radio check. There we go. Hello. Hey, there we go. Hello everybody. Welcome to another weekend, to another stream. Once again here on the Racing Statistics YouTube channel. Speaking from my grandmother-in-law's attic. My name is Ryan from the Ryan F1 YouTube channel, and I will be your commentator for today's session. Radio has a check. Good to know. Yeah, I'm back. So how are you all doing today? Yeah, Miami Grand Prix. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and good morning, whatever it is, whatever you are. Is Mercedes sandbagging? Hard to show, hard to know. Yeah, it's very unlikely though. Let me just resize this window. There we go. I'm fine. Good to know, Commander Lewis Skipperton. Let me just lower the volume here to this to the stream here, and yep, okay. Here we go. Yes, I knew Azerbaijan before F1 because I'm Azerbaijan. It says DJ Seymour. What's your opinion on the fake harbor? I think it's hilarious. It's a bit sad, but I think it's hilarious. I mean, it looks good on pictures from afar, but yeah, it's a really bad cop out. I mean, I just laugh at it because I don't want to cry, you know. You know the feeling. So yeah, it's pretty bad, to be honest. It's pretty bad. Excited to this quali. Will you stream it live? Yes, I will stream the qualifying live as we do every single weekend. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be here tomorrow for the race. I won't be able to see it at all because I have to drive home. It gets really dark on my way home. It's like a 4-hour drive in the middle of nowhere, and I want to leave before sundown. So and if I stay for the race, I won't be able to do so. So yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to be here tomorrow on race day. Luckily, you will have the great company of my good friend Alex. So that's gonna be fine. And yeah, we will see you well next time. But yeah, as of now, I will just be here for qualifying today. Tomorrow I'll have to watch the race when I get home. Let's hope. Yeah, I get home in time to do so before the end of the day, and that I don't get spoiled on anything. Streaming live doesn't mean video. Yeah, of course. Yes. For those of you here, what we do, for those of you who are new here, what we do here is, well, we have live commentary, of course. We have live timing, and we have a minimap with live positions of every single driver. What I'm doing here is seeing the actual F1 TV footage live, of course, but there's a little bit of a delay between what I say and what you guys can see on the stream on YouTube. So I'm seeing everything live, but there's usually about a 5 to 15 second delay on what is shown on screen. Oh, yeah, by the way, before we get started, Ocon's not going to be taking part in qualifying. His crash on FP3 was bad enough to render his car pretty much useless. They had to ship a new chassis from France. Well, not from France, from the UK, but it just got there to the track. And yeah, there's not enough time to. It's a joke. I don't think it's from the UK. I think they had a spare chassis, but it's not gonna be ready in time for qualifying. It will be for tomorrow's race, though. That will be 100% true. But yeah, we won't have Esteban today here in qualifying. Unfortunately, yeah. Have rain. No rain as of yet. Stream hasn't started, so I cannot tell you what the live track conditions are, but let me just look Miami forecast. Yeah, so it's okay. So it's right now in Miami, it's 32 degrees with some rain, actually. So yeah, it is actually raining. 32 degrees with rain. That's disgusting. Oh, sorry, gotta mute my mic. There we go. My phone. Sorry. Yeah. So we'll have to see what the race is actually like once we start. Clear right now. Okay. Winguru. Oh no, W underground. Partly cloudy and windy over the Hard Rock Stadium. Okay, that is good to know. Thank you so much, Grashurica. Yeah, clear right now. It's 93 Fahrenheit, whatever that means. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. I think it's divided by 2 minus 15, so it would be yeah around 30 something, which is quite hot actually. Yeah, disgusting weather. I hate the heat. So yeah, 10 minutes, 30 minutes left to go. About 35C. Yeah, that is bad. Oof, oof. Yeah, with the humidity. Ryan says, Supermax. Hello, Supermax. Hi, sorry, I was watching Kaio pre-quali show. How are you, mate? Sat for Ocon, man, and you were right about science and luck. I don't remember what I said, but I have completely removed Science and Ocon from my top 5 predictions. Let's see if that actually jinxes them and puts them up there. Let's see. For the first time, I don't have any of them on my top 5. Thank you so much, Supermax, for the donation. And yeah, just under 10 minutes to the start of qualifying. Let me know, please, if you hear any mic cuts again. At least it is in July. Florida is nasty in July and August. Yeah, it's still really humid, isn't it? Yeah, it's like summer here. It's actually worse than summer here, way worse. Um, hi, what up, man? Talon Slade, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. I'm actually quite good. How about you? Jasmal Darmaki once again with a donation. Thank you so much. Hiya. Hello to Justin. Hello to you. Just under 10. Your timer says over 11. Right now it's just under 10. Um, yeah, the timer says that, but I mean, I I have a clock here, and it's 16. Well, actually, yeah, it's just. Oh, I completely screwed it up. Yeah, it's. I don't even know what I'm saying, guys. I'm not good at math. That's why I'm not studying engineering or anything like that. I live in the south of the US in Florida, and it's still bad to me. Yeah, it's actually also getting closer to summer, so that's not good either. Hi, says Binay. Hi, Binay. Yeah, so it was a quiet practice, a few practice sessions that we have had over yesterday and today. So there's not much to say about what actually happened. There's been a few crashes, but other than that, yeah, we haven't seen much. There's been a few crashes, yeah, by Carlos Sainz, by Esteban Ocon. We've also had a bit of contact with the wall from both Red Bull drivers. We've also seen Max get a bit of a hydraulics problem that ended up leading to a brake fire that, yeah, he had to miss out on FP2, I think it was. But other than that, yeah, it's good. Oh, new MotoGP video game just announced with Ducati Marlboro branding. Oh, that's nice. Uncensored signage of tobacco brand Marlboro despite 3+H rating and absence of warnings. Okay. Well, Ducati's 2006 model and the 9-season model include the band barcode design and the uncensored brand on archival footage. Oh, that's interesting. So for those of you interested in MotoGP, that's something that's going to happen. Supermax, another donation. You said at Imola that Sainz will inherit Alonso's luck and such. Also, I hope Verstappen doesn't DNF. Also, one Checo Paul Checo win in Miami. Ole ole Checo. I don't think it's actually Sainz's luck because it wasn't an issue like what Verstappen had. It was a crash. He lost the rear and he crashed. So it's pretty much the same issue that happened to Ocon actually. I'm just watching it right now and it looks almost like a carbon copy of each other's crashes. But yeah, Sainz, that wasn't bad luck, and it hasn't been bad luck mostly, unfortunately. As much as I like the guy, I think it's a problem in consistency and pace, honestly, and he just screws it up pretty much. Next year to Max Gasly. Next year next to Max Gasly or Checo or someone else. Well, there's actually been a bit of an announcement, not announcement, whatever it is, that there's going to be a change in one of the seats, that there's going to be a guy going out, someone going out, and someone coming in. And the one that's going out is not a surprise, but the one going in is. So it's a bit up in the air. It was said by Albert Fabregas. So yeah, we actually don't know what it is, what's going to be going on. Have to wait and see. Salutations de la France. Hi, Ju Jinx. Um, People are still voting for Mercedes. Yeah, I mean they have been quietly decent this weekend, pretty much. So I wouldn't put it past them. Probably Hamilton is leaving. No, it said that it wasn't a surprise. The guy who was leaving, it was a surprise. The guy who came in, I think. Yeah. So that only leaves a few options open there for discussion. But yeah, we'll have to to see what happens actually. 6 minutes left to go to the start of qualifying. McLaren, Daneric out, Colton Herta in. That could actually be a decent move. Actually, it could also be something like no, it was a team swap. Sorry, it was a team swap. I just remembered because yeah, it's not actually a driver retiring. It's a driver swap between a driver that's leaving that is not a surprise and a driver that's coming in that is a surprise. So just FYI there. Um, yeah, so it's not a retirement. I was actually thinking something along the lines of Gasly and Ricardo swapping. Perhaps. I honestly don't know. Or something like Checo and Ricardo once again. Ricardo going into Red Bull. But that would actually be a surprise, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see what actually happens. Predictions are closed. Yes. Oh, Verstappen's engine fails. Why? Why would you say that? But can you update me on Mercedes? Qualifying hasn't started, so I don't know. I think Danny Rick is going to replace Lewis at Mercedes. Oof, that's that's a prediction. Squidgy, hello. How are you doing? Long time no see. I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone. But qualifying is about to start. Are you going to miss the best part? So yeah, we live stream has just started. So the Miami Grand Prix is well underway. with today's qualifying session just getting started. The first important part of the weekend, with the second important part of the weekend being the race, which is going to take part tomorrow. That was a bit of a Will Buxton moment, wasn't it? Yeah, the Miami International Autodrome is the first time that it's been used in Formula One, with two very, very, very fast sections. The first sector is also very flowy. It's a very interesting circuit from what I've seen so far. There's 3 DRS zones. The first and the second ones are the most important ones, and then between turn 19 and turn 1 there's a beefy one as well, but it's not as big as the other ones. So let's see what actually happens there. It's not the whole straight either on the other 2 sections. So it's the C4, the C3, and the C2 compound, so the 3 middle compounds for this weekend. So it's going to be middle of the road compounds for the Hard Rock Stadium circuit, Miami. Here we have seen actually some track changes around turn 17 and turn 9, I think, coming into today, because the tarmac had some known issues that they tried to fix last minute. If it doesn't rain, the track isn't wet. Will Buxton, yeah, exactly, Supermax. If Carlos doesn't crash, yeah, I mean, if Carlos doesn't crash, it's because they haven't fixed his car on time. Signs in the wall, perhaps not today, but yeah, tomorrow it wouldn't be surprising to see, unfortunately. He's not really been consistent enough or fast enough, or yeah, I mean, he's just lacking the consistency. He's just losing it way too regularly. I don't know if it's just, I mean, it's not getting used to the car, because he's been with the Ferrari last year as well. I don't know if it's the new formula. Honestly, no idea. Sainz had the longest point streak, until he lost it. Yeah, but it was, I mean, he's lacking consistency this year. Last year and the one before that, and the one before that, he was one of the best ones when it came to being the consistent underdog and pulling some decent points, and that's how he scored 6th place in 2019. That's how he became best of the rest as well in 2020. But yeah, right now he's just nowhere pretty much. I mean, he's in 5th place in the standings because he's in a Ferrari, but his teammate has more than double his points, so it's a bit of a problem. It's psychological. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Is Sainz the new Latifi? No, Latifi's the new Latifi. Don't worry. What's the fastest time? Qualifying hasn't started yet, so nothing so far. No times. Just in 1 minute, we are going to get going. Sainz is pushing too much. Well, he has to, but the thing is, yeah, other drivers push too much and they do just fine. He pushes too much and he crashes into the wall. That's the problem. That's exactly what happened in Sochi. Remember? Was it Sochi 2020? I think it was. So 10 seconds to go. By the time you hear this, it'll probably be already the green light. Yes, green light. There we go. And that is the 2 Hasses going out in front with a big queue of cars around the back. Everyone's waiting to come out onto the circuit. There's a girl there in the circuit with a Ferrari Massa hat. Wonder what that's from, which year that's from, it's gotta be like a really old hat. Sometimes pushing can be a good thing, but it can also cost a big price. Yeah, the problem is when you push and you just I mean, first you have to be good enough to be able to push. Like you have to get it together good enough, like long enough to be able to. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right. I don't think I am, but yeah, I mean, to push, first you have to be in complete control of the car. Yeah, I think that that makes sense. I just can't articulate my thoughts correctly. Man, the fake water view is awesome. Yeah, it's actually quite good. It's actually quite good. I think that's why everyone's putting up with it. Tricorp. So that's a new sponsor for Haas, Tricorp. So everyone's on the softs because of the no tire restriction rules for qualifying, unlike last year. Still, though, everyone would be on softs because it's Q1. But yeah, there's been a change in qualifying rules for this year. Unfortunately, I liked it better last year, and they're looking to change it again next year for whatever reason. They always mess up with qualifying. They always mess with qualifying. They don't need to mess with qualifying. Qualifying is good as it is. But yeah, Schumacher and Magnussen are already on their fast laps with Albon, Leclerc, Vettel, Sainz, Norris, Tsunoda, Stroll, Ricardo, Gasly, Zhou, and Latifi out on the circuit. Has never caused a red flag. Yeah, they never did, right? Um, you guys can have the fake marine, I'll have the mermaid by the pool. Sure, fair trade. I love swimming in concrete. Of course, who doesn't, dude? Scraping everything, every exposed bit of skin on dry and completely hot concrete, painted blue. That's the dream. That's the dream. So Magnussen has a purple second sector. That is normal, seeing as he's the only one to have set a second sector time. Mick Schumacher showing up strong. Schumacher's been actually quite good. Oh, Albon actually stole the purple second sector from Magnussen. So the Williams could actually be quite quick today. Albon was on the top 10 for a few of the practice sessions earlier today and yesterday. So yeah, that could be the surprise of the weekend, of course, Alex Albon. Magnussen P1, Schumacher P2, and Albon. Oh, purple third sector. Albon P1 now. Schumacher's time was invalidated or something. Vettel's coming around the back now. Let's see. First time. So fastest overall. Tsunoda with a purple second sector goes across the line. P1. Fastest sector. Fastest lap time, sorry. Pierre Gasly goes P5. Oh, Schumacher 7 seconds down. I don't know what actually happened to his time there. Stroll sets the fastest time so far of the session. Latifi going behind Albon there. Yeah, Gasly, I don't know what happened to Schumacher's time. I don't know if he slowed down or something. But yeah, Stroll with a purple third sector. That is Carlos Sainz across the line with the fastest time so far. Sainz P1, am I dreaming? No, dude, it's Q1. Zhou and Yu goes, oh, under Schumacher. Norris goes second fastest so far. Yeah, Zhou is was actually quite slow. I don't even know if that's a representative lap time. It doesn't even count there. Leclerc going second fastest with Ricardo slotting in between the two Ferraris. P2 for him. Max Verstappen is right now the man we are on board with as he comes across the second sector. When does qualifying start? It's already underway, dude. What happened to K-Mag? Nothing. He was just slow. So Bottas and Ocon are the only ones not out of the pit lane. Ocon, we know, is not going to be coming out. So Bottas is the only one yet to come out of the pit lane. Oh, Gasly's time was deleted, by the way. DRS open for Max Verstappen as he goes fastest overall, 0.6 of a second faster than Carlos Sainz. Perez goes second fastest. Pierre Gasly has his lap reinstated 27 seconds slower than Max Verstappen. I think that wasn't the same lap. I think that was just a new control lap or something. George Russell and Lewis Hamilton are both about to set times. George Russell goes third fastest as Stroll comes into the pits. That is going to be Lewis Hamilton going to set his time any second now. Hamilton is now currently on P17. And oh, he backed off there. He backed off and he's starting a new lap now. Bottas not able to make it. I don't know what's going on with Bottas. Kevin Magnussen moves up into 8th position. Let me see if I can go on board with him. Bottas. Nope, he's still in the pit lane. Nothing can be seen from here. Schumacher up into P7. Yeah, Hamilton has set a yellow first sector. Has he backed down again? No, that was his teammate letting him go. Yeah, so yellow first sector for Hamilton. Yuki Tsunoda improves up into P9. Max nailed it. It was half a second faster than anyone out. So yeah, it was quite a good lap, to be honest. Lewis Hamilton coming across the line in just a few moments. Alonso and Zhou are also there, setting their first lap times. Zhou, yeah, first actual lap time, and Hamilton as well. Latifi improves and is in front of his teammate. P13 for Latifi. Let's see, Hamilton P10. Oof, that was not a good first sector for Hamilton. Alonso up into P7 in front of Mick Schumacher, with Zhou and Yu up into P5. Just behind Carlos Sainz, who is on an outlap right now, same as Leclerc. And Lance Stroll, who had come in earlier. Is that Bottas? Yes, that is Bottas. He is out on the circuit. Oh, that is Michelle Obama. Huh. Look at her. What am I paying for? You're not paying for anything here. I don't know what you're paying for. Perhaps a medium portion of fries. Okay, so yeah, we are seeing what happened there at turn 7. Hamilton had oversteer, understeer. Yeah, bad corner for him. A bit of a lockup as well. A weird first sector, as I said. Must have been a bad sector, indeed it was. Let's see, Gasly. Oh, Gasly completely missed the chicane. That's why his lap time was deleted earlier on. Goat Stappen says Bottas, but Bottas hasn't set a time so far. So, I mean, we have yet to see what his pace is like. Judging by his teammate, it's actually quite good. Well, could actually be quite good. Sainz gets a purple first sector. Is he gonna get beaten by Leclerc? Yes. Oh, damn. 0.6 of a second faster than Verstappen Leclerc on that first sector. That's already the gap between Verstappen and Sainz in just the first sector alone. No way, Red Bull 1-2. It's not even halfway through Q1. No, it's not a Red Bull 1-2. Sainz improves on his time on the second sector as well. Kevin Magnussen up into P7. Let's see. Norris up into P2. Leclerc with a purple second sector. Ricardo up into P2 now, replacing Norris up there in the, well, top 3. Vettel up into P7 with the Aston Martin. We're seeing some serious track evolution here. Carlos Sainz sets the fastest time so far. And Leclerc is going to be coming through. Oh, someone stole the purple second sector away from Leclerc, who now gets the fastest time. That is 0.6 of a second in front of his teammate. That is 7.5 of a second in front of Verstappen. Lance Stroll goes in P5 between the two McLarens. Verstappen. Oh, so that's who stole the purple second sector. Verstappen gets himself in between the two Ferraris, and Bottas is now on P9. So 6 minutes, just under 7 minutes actually, left to go to qualifying. Right now, we have Leclerc followed by Verstappen, Sainz, Perez, Ricardo, Stroll, Norris, Russell, Bottas, Vettel, Zhou, Alonso just improved. So Vettel, Alonso, Zhou, Schumacher, Magnussen, Tsunoda, with Hamilton, Gasly, Latifi, Albon, and Ocon out in Q1 as of now. Not a good showing for Alonso there on his second lap out, by the way. A second and a half slower than Leclerc's time. But yeah, the guy who's also in trouble is Hamilton. He has to extract some more pace out of that Mercedes, like ASAP. Let's go on board with Alonso. What happened there? No radio message there. It was a ghost radio message. So let's see. We are going to see drivers preparing for their final runs there in Q1 in just a few minutes. Alonso brushed the wall at the end of turn 16, yes, but he also said something that we couldn't hear. Hamilton is improving. Oh, again, a yellow first sector, and that was not a hard sector to improve on the first one. It was a very bad showing the last time out, and yeah, it's also yellow now. So is it going to be enough with what he's got on the second and perhaps third sector to make up for it? No, he comes straight into the pit lane, just behind Fernando's Alpine. Oh, so yeah, in other news, we just got confirmation that Porsche and Audi are going to be joining Formula One in the near future. By the way, just letting you guys know. Albon is on a flying lap now with an improved first sector. Albon, let's remember, is the last one of the runners right now. P19. Ocon, remember, has not set a time, will not be setting a time. He is out of qualifying before it even started. Already old news. Yeah, I know, but many of you probably don't know that. The jewelry. Yeah. Uh bet it'll be as engine suppliers, perhaps one of them, but I'm sure one of the teams is definitely going to enter as a works team. P14 for Albon as he improves and is as of now out of danger. Gasly and Tsunoda, both drivers on the elimination zone, are going to be coming across the line now. Yeah, both improving their time pretty much. Yeah, a lot. So is Russell. Okay, so Gasly moves up into P8. Russell's in P10 as Yuki Tsunoda improves up into P5. Russell is going to be coming across the line. Let's see how much he can improve. He's right now on P10. He has had the pace through the weekend. P6 for him. Good. That is good. That's right behind Yuki Tsunoda's Alpha Tauri. Kevin Magnussen up into P13, putting Zhou at risk. Schumacher as well in the danger zone, and Albon, yeah, back down into the elimination zone. Hamilton still hasn't been able to put a lap together, a decent lap together. He's in front of Latifi, but that's not much of a showing. Do you guys think how this is going to be a team or just its own powertrain? I think if it's one team and one powertrain, it's gonna be an Audi powertrain and a Porsche team. I wouldn't be surprised to see Porsche running an Audi engine. And yeah, whichever team is coming in, McLaren's gonna want a piece of that pie. I'm 100% sure. Oh, someone improved their time there. I think that was Schumacher up into P8. I completely missed that one. Why are the Mercedes on mediums? I'm seeing right now that Hamilton is on the soft tire. I'm just seeing it right now. Yeah, he's on the red ringed soft tire. Audi, McLaren, and Porsche, Red Bull. Um, Perhaps, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be, both of them are going to be engine suppliers. I think there's going to be one engine supplier and one actual works team. I honestly have no idea. It's all just speculation of what I think would make sense, but anything can happen, to be honest. And Hamilton gets a decent lap together finally. Is up into P5 and out of the danger zone. So I think it's good to it's safe to say that it's out of Q1. Zhou and Yu is improving on his time right now. Alonso's on an out lap, and he just started hit the time lap, the fast lap. So he's going to be able to put a lap in time there. 26 seconds to go. Zhou and Yu, who was P5 earlier on in the session, is right now there. Oh, is he going to have to abort the lap? Oh, yeah, he just got his lap compromised. Yeah, just got his lap compromised. There was a lot of traffic and he had to back down. Oh, I think Zhou is out. Or is it going to be enough to start another lap? Let's hope it's going to be enough to go for another lap. Alvin just made it through. 18th fastest, but I think he is in for another lap. Lando Norris has two yellow sectors. It's safe to say he's not going to improve on his time dramatically. He's now on P11, so it's good enough. Bottas, Gasly, and Norris come across the line, none improve, and they are all through to Q2, at least as of now. Fernando Alonso is 1 second up on his previous time. DRS is open. He's on the third sector right now. Stroll up into P6. He's also through to Q2. Alonso, let's see. We are on board with him. Oh, there's a little oversteer there. I wonder if that's enough to screw his lap time up. He was a second and something up. He's up into P6. He threw to Q2. That is Vettel now at risk and Magnussen out of qualifying. Vettel P12 just managed to make it through. Bottas is at risk now, P15. He's already done his fast time. It just depends on the drivers behind him. That is Magnussen, Zhou and Yu, Nicholas Latifi, and Alex Albon. Latifi improves on his time slightly. Oh, a bad third sector time, just slightly improves on his time, not enough to make up any positions. Latifi is going to be starting 19th as Perez improves up into P3. Sainz drops down to 4th place for Q1. Russell has pitted, so he's not going to be going across the line. Bottas and Magnussen both across the line. Both are out of qualifying, and that is Alex Albon, the last driver, I think, to be setting the time. Let's go on board with him. Yeah, Zhou and Yu does not manage to improve, and Albon doesn't manage to do so either. So we have our first 5 guys out of qualifying. That is going to be Magnussen, Zhou, Albon, Latifi, and Ocon. Such a bad bad timing for Zhou. Honestly, I hate it when a driver's doing a great lap time and then it gets impeded by traffic on the final corner. I think every driver should get penalized when that happens because it's honestly unacceptable. Unfortunately, that was Zhou. He was the victim today of that, and yeah, he's gonna be out of qualifying. Unfortunately, that is going to be a big disappointment for him, as he had a lot of pace, much more so than Bottas, who actually got through to Q2. Radio check, radio check. Are we back? Radio check. Yes, we're back. Okay, yeah, we just had to we were forced to end the meeting. Yeah, try this at a 40-minute limit. A 40-minute limit to the call. That is bad. Yeah, okay, so we are back. Okay, so yeah, drivers who were out of the first part of qualifying, as I said, were Magnussen, Zhou, Albon, Latifi, and Ocon. Q2 is gonna get started in just a few minutes, and yeah, we will decide the second bottom five, the bottom 10 drivers to start on for the race number. Yeah, that threw me off. Sorry. It's I guess this is a new thing. First time I'm seeing. Yeah. Yeah, so as I was saying, Zhou was really screwed on that last lap, and he was saying that they have to report that, and I am fully on board with that. I was seeing a few reports on Twitter of people on the Miami international circuits saying that merch was extremely overpriced. From what I've seen, it's been insane. I've seen the case of a Hamilton hat that online went for £60, which is already overpriced, I think, and on the circuit it was 120. There's a few stores that sell Formula One merch on like in Miami, and those are also like extremely overpriced. I've seen a last year, well, actually earlier this, it was actually, well, technically last year was the 29th of December. So I saw the McLaren golf caps, remember? They were going for, I think, $150 a pop. So that's a lot. That's heavily overpriced. Yeah, that sounds like Miami. Yeah. I was actually hoping to buy something, but I couldn't. There was also nothing Alpine related or I think Alfa Romeo related either. There's had Ferrari, Mercedes, I think some McLaren, all extremely overpriced. No Haas merch, a bit of Alfa, I think, no Williams, no Haas, of course, no Alpine, no Aston Martin. Yeah, I honestly don't know who's the who's the stocker there, who's in charge of stock, but it's extremely selective, and it was like a 50% Lewis Hamilton store. Everything extremely overpriced. Yeah, you not only get robbed on with the tickets, you also get robbed with the prices on the track. Green flag Q2. Yes, indeed. Q2 has just started. No Haas merch. No, in the US, no Haas merch. Absolutely anything. Absolutely nothing. Sorry. Is qualifying over? Just Q1. Q2 has just started. Haas equals Russia or what? No, Haas doesn't equal Russia anymore. It's actually the US-based team, the only one. So I would have at least expected to see something from them. Oh, and also all the Ferrari merch was all Leclerc. There was absolutely nothing Carlos Sainz. And of the little Red Bull merch that I saw, it was all Sergio Perez. Nothing Max Verstappen. Absolutely nothing. Not even a single cap that said Max Verstappen. So yeah, Leclerc, Verstappen, Perez, Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Schumacher, Norris, and Bottas are all out on the circuit, with Alonso, Stroll, Tsunoda, Ricardo, Vettel, and Gasly yet to come out. What about Kevin Magnussen? He was out. He was P16. Is out in Q1. They couldn't repair Ocon's car before qualifying. Indeed, they couldn't. Schumacher has a purple first sector, by the way, but since it's the first car, it's pretty obvious that he has a purple first sector, and it just got stolen by someone. So yeah, no surprises there. What the hell is George Lucas and Michelle Obama even doing here? They like Formula One, I'm guessing. I mean, if they want to, they can come, of course. Carlos Sainz has that purple first sector. Problem with McLaren, they got their fingers in too many pies in the car and Formula One and more. Yeah, I don't think that's actually the problem. I think the problem is they are playing the media game too much, and they are not really focusing on the on track. And like they went from being a completely cold team to the complete opposite, and it comes out as extremely fake right now. Leclerc goes fastest so far in front of Schumacher, with Carlos Sainz dethroning his teammate. P1 for the Spaniard, with Valtteri Bottas P4 right now, the slowest of the times set, of the 4 times set. Will Smith is there with Chris Rock? No, there's no Will Smith here. Max Verstappen P1 right now with a time half a second faster than Carlos Sainz's. And Checo going second fastest, of course. Why is Mercedes in mediums? I don't know. They are not on the track. On the track, it's clearly the red mark softs. Everyone is on softs. Lando Norris is going to be coming across the line shortly. So is Hamilton. So is Tsunoda. So is Ricardo. Everyone is on the track right now. Gasly has just started his fast lap. We are on board with Lando Norris as he comes across the line to set the 5th fastest time in front of Schumacher and Bottas, with the fastest of the midfield. Just got beaten by Hamilton. Hamilton goes 5th fastest. Everyone is in softs. Yes, pretty much blue. Ricardo goes, still not over, on the 2nd sector. We have Ricardo, sorry, 3rd sector. Yeah, I mistook the turn. We are now on turn 18, turn 19, and across the line. Ricardo goes slowest so far. P9 right now. Yeah, almost 2 seconds slower than that of Verstappen. Where is Russell? On an out lap right now. He's just come out of the pits. Probably had some problem with the setup or something. They had to just change something real quick, and it's right out once again. P6 for Yuki Tsunoda in front of Lando Norris as Perez and Verstappen both come in. Pierre Gasly P6 so far, just in front of his teammate, as Stroll is right now starting the 3rd sector. Let's see, 6th gear, 2nd gear. Turn 18, turn 19. Across the line, Lawrence Stroll goes 9th fastest, so in front of Schumacher. Alonso and Vettel are both on flying laps with Russell on an out lap. Vettel is the next one to come across the line. It's going to be the next one to come across the line. Turn 18, turn 19, of course, and he sets the 12th fastest time, so that is not good for Vettel. Alonso, I think, as well. Oh no, Alonso goes fastest. 7th fastest time. Now the 8th fastest time as Bottas overtakes him on the timing sheet. 7th fastest for Valtteri Bottas on the Alfa Romeo. Coefficient of the highest order. Why? Because Ferrari are not winning. George Russell, no time set so far. DRS is active. He comes across the line to start his first timed lap. Oh, a little bit. Oh, some oversteer there for the Mercedes as he comes into turn 4 through turn 3. Oh, another snap of oversteer into turn 5. Turn 7, some oversteer, severe understeer, sorry, and he has lifted off. He's gonna be coming in again apparently, or just gonna be warming up the tires this lap. 6 minutes and a half left to go to this Q1 session. Yeah, the rear was just not sticking to the ground. Leclerc is improving on his lap time. Green first and second time sector times. He right now is P4. Let's see what he can do. He's got a half a second gap to make up, and he does make it. So with some to spare, as he takes the fastest time of the section so far, 7/10 of 7/100 of a second, sorry, faster than Max Verstappen. What happened to Russell? He just doesn't have any grip whatsoever. I wonder if he's on a fast lap now. Let me go into the data channel. I can 100% do that. Russell, yeah, he's slightly on a fast lap. No, he's not on a fast lap. He's got yellow mini sectors all over the place. I don't think he's on a fast lap. Let me go on board with him to see if he's actually doing it. Yeah, he's actually going for it, and he's having some twitches all the way through. Oh, some more twitches. Yeah, it's a bit of a bad car to handle that one. Why am I worried about Russell? Because you like him? Perhaps. I don't know why you're worried about Russell. I am, but I cannot answer for you, dude. I'm sorry. I can try, but I don't know. Turn 18 for Russell as he gonna come across the line to set his first lap time of the session. P7. Okay, so that's decent. That's decent. But we have 3 minutes left to go to the session. Gasly up into P6. Yes, indeed. P7 for Russell. Yes. Sainz is in the pits. Everyone's coming in now for their final setup tweaks, except for Schumacher, who's out there on the track with a green first sector and a yellow second sector. P13 for him as of now, at least. All are on softs. Yeah, qualifying is all on softs all the time. So across the line, and no, that is not enough to improve his time. Schumacher still on 13th place with a 1.43 tenth of a second gap to the elimination zone. Let's see, Hamilton with a green first sector. Hamilton is right now sitting on P5. Right in the curve pretty hard there, Hamilton. But he's a little more in control of the car from what it seems. There's not... Oh, okay, there we go. I was about to say there's not... Well, it's actually not much porpoising. Yeah, just a little bit. But not a lot. That is good. That is good for them. Yellow second sector time. And no, 0.8 of a second down. Yeah, definitely not an improvement there. Hamilton stays P5. 2 minutes left to go to this session. Did Massa get knocked out in Q1? Massa got knocked out in 2017, dude. Did I say Massa? Yeah, I don't know. Someone said Massa. I don't know. The bouncing of Mercedes looked worse in FP1 and FP2. Yeah, but I mean, he didn't get much porpoising, but he was 0.8 of a second slower. So I don't think that's a good trade-off. Vettel bouncing up and down there on the Aston Martin. God, that car looks amazing on the sun. A little bit of a loss of rear grip there on the first sector as he still manages to improve on his time. Yeah, green first sector. Let's see as he comes into turn 11. Sebastian Vettel into the tight complex there of 11, 12, 13, and 14, all the way out into 16. Stroll is also on a fast lap, improving on his first sector time. Both of them are on the elimination zone, Vettel and Stroll. Vettel now on the second straight of turn 16 into turn 17. DRS wide open for him. And that's another green sector for both of the Astons. Turn 17, turn 18, sorry about that if you heard that there was a bike on the street. That is Bottas with a green first and second sector as well. Vettel improves up into P8. That is going to be Stroll coming across the line now. He's on P13. Stroll P6. So that is a very good time. Bottas P5, so that is Vettel already at risk once again. That is Norris, Ricciardo, Schumacher, Tsunoda, and Alonso having to make up a lot of time there. Schumacher across the line does not manage to improve. He is out of qualifying. Norris with a green first and second sector. So is Tsunoda. Norris comes across the line. P3 for him. That is Vettel out of qualifying. Vettel is out. Tsunoda comes across the line. That is Russell out. Russell is out, and Alonso has a yellow second sector. He might be out as well. Across the line, yes, he's out. Has managed to improve, but not enough. Second and third sectors are yellow. P11 for Alonso is going to be starting outside of the top 10 for tomorrow. So is Russell. So is Schumacher. Russell, though, that is a big letdown for him. Ricciardo is the only hope left. The only one, sorry, not hope. The only one left to set a lap time here with, yeah, with the possibility of pushing Gasly out of qualifying right now. Vettel is also out, of course. Ricciardo is right now on P15. Green first, green second sector. Oh no, that is a very bad time. P14 for him. Ricciardo is out of qualifying as well. So that is Alonso, Russell, Vettel, Ricciardo, and Schumacher, all from different teams, out of this second part of qualifying. So we have two Ferraris, two Red Bulls, one McLaren, one Alfa Romeo, one Mercedes, one, yes, Aston Martin, and the two Alpha Tauris through to Q3. Yeah, Russell is out. So Alonso, Russell, Vettel, Ricardo, and Schumacher are out of Q2. Just the last part of qualifying left to go. Yeah, that is a big disappointment for Alonso. So Alonso, Russell, Vettel. Yeah, I still can get over that. That's some big names going out of qualifying here in this second session. Also, apparently, Sainz impeded Alonso there on turn 11 to 16. Okay, let's see what comes out of that. I haven't seen the replay. We'll probably get a look at it before the start of Q3. So any second now. When does it start? It's what do you mean it? You mean qualifying? It's already started. You mean Q3 in a few minutes? So let's go on board with Russell. Oh yeah, some big snaps of oversteer he had to correct for, and that is definitely the main reason of why he got 12th place. Yeah, he bottomed out there a little bit. Albon's qualifying is usually pretty bad. It's race A when he makes up the positions. Yeah, but Albon's car is not good for for any races or any qualifying or anything pretty much. Stroll beat Vettel, yes. Yeah, I'll have to see the onboards there because I cannot quite believe it myself. I don't really know what happened with Alpine, with Alonso. I I don't know. He was improving a lot on the first sector, but then on the second one, it all came undone. Perry, oh, I was about to say pretty and Barry, and I said Perry, like the platypus. Very uncharacteristic of him to screw up on qualifying. So we'll have to see what happened there in the replay. Yeah, Russell's car is just not there, dude. And I don't know what happened to Ricardo as well. Was it just low? Was he having a problems? We'll have to see the replays if we get them. Surprised that we haven't seen any replays already. We are just a few seconds away from the start of Q3. Yeah, Sebastian Vettel was also knocked out. He did the best that he could. He was through for a few seconds, and then yeah, the other times came piling up, and he was the unlucky man there. Let's see, he's on board. Yeah, so a bit of correcting there on the steering, but yeah, some good moves by him. I'm wondering why we are not seeing the ones that actually matter, like Russell, Alonso, like Vettel did quite a clean lap there. I want to see the dirty ones. What happened there? There's an investigation going on, and we don't know why. The Hamilton haters got real quiet. What are you talking about, dude? Is he not through? Yeah, he is through. Yeah, so what's the problem then? Hamilton beat Russell. Yeah. What's it's? I mean, should he not beat Russell? Is that noteworthy? I think that's. I mean, what should happen if he's a seven-time champion? I mean, that's what you would expect. Definitely a step forward for Hamilton. Yeah, that is good to see. The bad form that he has had in the last few races, let's hope is done, and that the Hamilton we all know is back, the one that can definitely fight for wins and stuff, and he's an absolute beast. What's so wrong with Hamilton beating Russell? I don't get it. Yeah, me neither. I've been called everything though. I've been called a Hamilton hater, a Hamilton fanboy, a Verstappen hater, a Verstappen fanboy. Last season it was a complete frenzy. Yeah. So make up your minds and say whatever you want. I think they're all great drivers. I don't think anyone is the king. I don't think anyone is the greatest of all time. I just really like to see them drive and see them drive good. That's pretty much it. All I want is a close championship. Is that too much to ask? Ryan is called a Japón lover. Yeah, I mean, Yuki's through, so go Japón. Yuki's getting bold, trust me. No further investigation for Sainz and Alonso, by the way. You think Latifi's a great driver? Yes, I do. He might not be the most consistent or the finest driver, but he is undoubtedly a great driver. I mean, otherwise he couldn't be semi-competitive in Formula One. I mean, he beat Russell a lot last year. So we are go for Q3 here right now as the cars are starting to come out. Where's Fangio? Underground. Unfortunately, he passed away. I don't know what the point you're trying to make is, but yeah, he's dead. Um, Latifi's a fast driver. He just corrects himself too much. IMO. Yes, he overdoes it a lot. He pushes more than he should, and he ends up screwing it up. But he is a good driver. He definitely is. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm also surprised with fans who say there's a terrible driver in F1. Man, you can be in this level if you just can't compete? Yes, pretty much, unless you're like 2 seconds off your teammate, like we've seen with one example last year. Other than that, yeah, every driver is fast, of course. Are they faster drivers? Perhaps there are, but there's not much we can do about that, can we? So Leclerc is the first driver to come across the line to start a flying lap. 9 minutes left to go to this Q3 session that has just gone underway. What is Kamui Kobayashi? People are asking for Kamui Kobayashi. Um, it's on the WEC, if I'm not mistaken. So he just couldn't make it today on time, guys. He was just a little bit too busy. Otherwise, he would have been on Leclerc's Ferrari. I'm 100% sure of that. Carlos Sainz with a purple first sector, Leclerc with a green first sector as well. Those two are battling it out for pole position now. Gotifi hasn't been making noise lately. Someone to put a banana pills on the track tomorrow, please. Leclerc with a purple second sector. Sainz gonna get it. Gonna take it away from him. Verstappen. Oh no, he's not. Verstappen with a green first sector. Verstappen also makes up the time on the second sector most of the time. So we'll see what he can do now. Verstappen, yes, just as I said, the purple second sector goes to him. Leclerc just goes a little bit faster than Carlos Sainz. Bottas on third position. Verstappen is going to be coming across the line very shortly. Turn 17 for him. Oh, Stroll just got just behind Verstappen. Yeah, Bottas is killing it, definitely. Norris goes faster than Stroll, and Verstappen across the line goes fastest overall. Provisional pole position for him. Checo Perez fourth fastest so far, half a second slower than his teammate. Lewis Hamilton is the next one to come through. P6 for him, slower than ex-teammate Bottas. Yuki Tsunoda P8 for him, faster than Stroll, with Gasly the only one not to have set a time so far. That's going to be corrected as we speak, as he comes across the line and goes 10th fastest. So the slowest time of the session so far is that of Gasly's, who is almost 2 seconds slower than Max Verstappen's time. How many cars in race? This is no race, but there are 20 cars in tomorrow's race. This season sucks. At least Ferrari got a win. Why do you think the season sucks? Because when I read it, I thought you meant because there's Ferrari dominance a little bit, but yeah, there hasn't been. The rest of the message didn't make much sense. Very strong Bottas indeed. I think Ferrari have stuff left in the tank. They will probably get pole, says Lee. How the fuck? Leolm. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, remember Darren? Remember Darren, guys? That's an old meme. Oh shit. I'm running out of battery. Well, there are 5 minutes left to go. I think I can make it. Damn. Let's see if it's enough. I'm gonna close the stream. There we go. Yeah. Oh god. I forgot I was on extreme power usage mode. So yeah, the battery was full before I started and it drained the whole thing before now. So 5 minutes left to go to this session. Right now, we have Verstappen on provisional pole in front of Leclerc and Sainz, with Perez on P4, Bottas P5, Hamilton P6, Norris and Tsunoda on the second to last row, and Stroll and Gasly on the last row of this top 10. Yeah, 5 minutes left to go. Everyone's going to come in now. Everyone is in now. They're going to change the setups. They're going to revise everything, get the last set of tires for qualifying ready, and they are going to set the final times of the session. Just get a charger. Yeah, it's downstairs, and there's 5 minutes left to go to qualifying. So I don't even think there's an outlet here. But yeah, I'm not at home. Paul for Sainz, in my opinion, he has been close this weekend, definitely. Close enough though. That's to be seen right now. What laptop do you use? I have a 2020 HP Pavilion. I think it's a 2019 model. Bought it in 2020. With a Ryzen 7 3700U. 12 gigs of RAM, and half a terabyte M.2 SSD. It's a good computer. It's a decent computer. Radeon graphics. I mean, it's fine. It's a laptop, but it's good. Darren P1, yeah. Oh, 17% battery remaining. 3 minutes left to go. It's a race against the clock. How am I gonna make it? Or am I gonna run out of battery? Decent setup. Yeah, it's decent. 3 minutes left to go. No one is out on track. It's a decent PC. Yeah, I know. I should be fine. Yeah, it's a good PC. I mean, I bought it 2 years ago, so Cost me a pretty penny, but it's decent. I don't have much money, so it was a good. And in Zoom, it's counting 4 minutes 40 seconds. Oh boy, so it's gonna have to, yeah, it's gonna be a close one. Yeah, Zoom meeting 40 minutes. Oh boy, this is gonna be a close one, isn't it? 2 minutes left to go to this session. Everyone's gonna do a hot lap. Yeah, definitely. Everyone is going out for their out laps right now. It's gonna be a bit congested there on the run up to turn 1. Turn down the brightness. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, didn't even think of that. Okay, brightness is now at the lowest setting. 16% battery remaining. Two minutes left to go. Everyone is out for their out lap. Close extra tabs. Oh, dude, I have no extra tabs. I've got Twitter and F1 TV. That's it. And the chat, of course. Put on low battery mode. Yeah, it's on battery saver automatically. 1 minute 30. Let's see. People are coming across the line. No people are coming across the line. The first one is going to be Vettel. Stroll, sorry. That's going to be Stroll. He is just now starting the third sector, coming across the final few corners. And what happened to Ocon? Crash in in FP3, didn't let him race because his chassis was cracked or something. He had to change the chassis. Be ready for the unexpected tomorrow, says Jamie. Things are going to happen. Many cars will not finish. You heard it here first, LOL. So yeah, everyone's now coming across the line to start their fast laps. We've seen an Aston Martin, both the Ferraris, that is the Mercedes of Hamilton and the Alfa Romeo of Bottas. That's also Norris. As I say that, we've also seen, who's that? I think that's Gasly or Tsunoda. But yeah, everyone's across the line now. Oh, that was actually Perez. Verstappen and Perez. So a purple first sector for Carlos Sainz right now. Is he gonna take his first pole position? Leclerc, purple second sector. Is Carlos Sainz gonna get that beat? No, but it's still a really close battle. Oh, Verstappen, yeah, he has slowed down. Flag is out. Leclerc, provisional pole position, P1 for Leclerc. Carlos Sainz is going to be coming across the line now. Carlos Sainz, P2, just barely 0.2 of a second slower than Leclerc. I think that is going to be it for Verstappen as well. Hamilton takes the flag to go P5. Bottas goes faster than Perez and Hamilton. Bottas goes P4. Verstappen, yeah, I think it's just coming home. I think it's just bringing it home. Norris, P7 for him. Stroll, P9. Yeah, that is Sergio Perez, P4. So that is Leclerc and Sainz, a Ferrari front row with a Red Bull second row. Gasly, P7. We only have Tsunoda left, who doesn't improve much on his time. P9 for him. So yeah, Leclerc another pole position, a front row of red for tomorrow's race. God, my throat is killing. Hello. Yeah, fuck it. I wasn't gonna end it on a cough. So yeah, my battery is running quite low, but I'm gonna do the final rundown as I do every single race weekend. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to see me tomorrow since I cannot make it in time. I won't be able to watch the race until the late night. But yeah, gonna give you your final rundown of the drivers. So starting on the front row, we have I'm back. Um, a Mercedes once again. Oh my god, my brain is already mush. A Ferrari front row, followed by a Red Bull second row. Bottas is in front of Hamilton for the third row. That's insane. Then Gasly, followed by Norris, Tsunoda, and Stroll. That's the top 10. Then we have Alonso, Russell, Vettel, Ricardo, Schumacher, Magnussen, Zhou, Albon, Latifi, and Ocon. That is going to be our grid for tomorrow. Yeah. Once again, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it. But yeah, that is going to be it for me today. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to check out my channel if you are new here and if you are interested in what I have to say. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one, which it's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be the weekend after, or the weekend after that. Let me just check the calendar. But what happened to Haas? Life happened to Haas, dude. Life happened to Haas. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here, for watching, and I will see you in 2 weeks in Spain. Yay, Spain. That's gonna be a fun weekend like it always is. Anyways, thank you all for being here, and yeah, as always, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.